What does being trans mean?
When someone feels like they've been born into the wrong body.
When somebody's not happy with their current gender and they want to switch to the other.
We're all people, we all live on the same planet, we all should just accept each other for who we are.
I think I was about 14 when I first realised what the word transgender actually meant.
I was about 4. It was when we first started using gendered toilets at school, and I started to get in trouble for using the boys' toilets.
Probably started questioning at 15, I guess.
So probably about the age of 3.
To undergo a successful transition, most transgender individuals seek medical treatment.
I am coming up to my 3rd appointment with Nottingham Gender Care, and that's when they start talking about testosterone and starting that.
I'm getting there slowly. I've had an appointment to start testosterone soon, but as in literally kind of hormone treatment and stuff, I'm still at the beginning.
At the moment I have my first appointment with a gender specialist on Saturday, which I am paying for privately because it has taken over 2 years on the NHS to even be referred.
Waiting for treatment can be difficult. Despite best efforts to pass in public, some still get it wrong.
It's kind of like a sinking feeling.
It's just incredibly demoralising.
Horrible. My anxiety gets 10 times worse. I don't want to go out. I want to just kind of stay in my room or around people that know about my situation.
In order to stop this from happening, specific treatment can be prescribed.
I want to take testosterone, being a trans guy. I'm being just prescribed gel to start with, so I'll be on testosterone gel. And then I hope to have top surgery, chest surgery, not too far down the line. And I'm not sure about whether I'm going to have lower surgery yet.
I want to go through everything, so start with hormones, move on to top surgery, and then eventually bottom surgery, which will take about 10 years in total.
It's a long time to wait for this treatment on the NHS, and people feel they need to do more.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's too much. I'd be here for hours if I went through everything, but yeah, they just need to be looked after better, be seen as almost like people rather than just clients.
They need to be a lot more understanding, and they need to realise that this is a serious issue, and that it's not just something that they can keep delaying, or it's not just made up.
I know part of it is a lot of just there aren't enough doctors going into gender area of doctoriness, because it's not deemed as as good as brain surgery or just orthopedics or whatever.
The everyday struggle for trans people is real. Even public toilets are difficult.
Try and avoid them. Otherwise, coffee shops are quite good for gender-neutral toilets.
I've actually been picked up and dragged out of toilets before, and kicked out of the Students' Union at my university.
Obviously, I go into the men's and if I have to, but I feel really awkward, and I like to try and make sure no one's in there before I go in. And
it certainly seems that society today has a firm idea on gender. Is this true?
It depends. The older generations, from about 30 up, I think yes.
I think in some ways we are moving to a point where people are starting to consider other genders, but still things seem to be really pink and blue, or really binary, really male and female, and going outside of that is considered abnormal, when it shouldn't be, really.
There's a bit more representation, there's not loads, but there's a bit more representation in media regarding to non-binary genders, which is different from the standard male to female.
We know that you don't have to conform to your gender roles, and gender isn't just black and white, and you can't be fit into boxes. It's it's a whole spectrum of genders.
It's okay to feel like the sex assigned to you at birth doesn't fit you. It's okay to feel different.
You just be yourself.
While there's no harm in exploring your gender identity anyway, I don't see why it's viewed. Like, it's mostly not viewed as a bad thing anymore.
Gender isn't just black and white and you can't be fit into boxes.